Hey, what's up everyone, Lad here. We've got another traveler join the rest of the travelers. Cecily, of the famed faction hailing from Grandport, is a light merchant whose primary role is of a breaker. She has access to 3 different attack types, making her a viable unit to add to your team. Let's go ahead and check her out. Voice actors first, of course. Aya Kawakami is her voice actress. It looks like she mainly voices support characters in animes. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check out her notable damage skills. She has a 3-hit AoE polearm damage attack, potency of 80, and she also has a nuke attack for each of these attack types. And then for her nuke, she has 1-hit polearm damage, potency of 230. And then she has a 3-hit AoE axe attack, potency of 80. She also has a nuke for an axe attack as well too, which is a potency of 230. And then she has a 3-hit AoE tome damage attack, potency of 80. She has 1-hit tome damage, potency of 230. And then for her elemental attack, she has a 2-hit AoE light elemental damage, potency 95. For her ultimate, she has a 2-hit single target, polearm, axe, and tome attack, potency at level 1 at 100, and potency of 120 at level 10. For her notable support skills, it's pretty much the same as Tressa's. It restores 1 BP to an ally except for herself, and she goes at the end of the turn order. For her passive, she has a self 1 BP recovery for 2 turns, and then she has a 20% damage increase to polearms, axe, and tomes. And then she has a 10% in light resistance and 20 in dark. Taking a look at Cecily's stats here, her stats are pretty average, with her physical attack being the same as Tressa's at 384, so she definitely won't be hitting too hard. But she has replaced 9S as having the highest speed, whereas 9S had 320 and she has 330. So, should you pull? It's been a while since we had a general pull unit. The last 2 units we had were memory travelers. Cecily was released much earlier in the JP side, making her much more of a wanted unit. You can even argue that she's released a bit too late in the game now, but with that being said, she's also part of the few travelers that are able to use 3 different attack types. She definitely is still viable, but if you have someone like August, 2B, A2, 9S, or even Krauser, you're fine skipping on her banner. Again, her role is of breaking. You're not going to see huge amounts of damage compared to someone like Krauser or even Ludai. Just like the good portion of the general pull units, they're nice to have units. I'll probably do 2 or 3 pulls on her banner to see if I get her or not. Longevity? If only she was released a bit earlier, she would have been a great pull. But a lot of people now have those attack types covered. Maybe not so much polearms, but definitely axes. Her AoE 3-hit attacks and nukes for each attack, they're definitely welcomed. For everything else in her kit, it's pretty basic. I can see her being used for exploring new areas and being effective against bosses that switch their weaknesses. So wrapping this up, kit her design for the 5, she looks pretty cool. I like her art design. Voice actress Ayaka Kami. She voices a lot of support characters, so that's pretty cool as well too. Abilities for being a general pull unit, being able to cover a 3-hit AoE of polearm, axes, and tomes are always welcomed, and it's always going to be useful moving forward. Longevity, 3 out of 5. Again, she's a great breaker, but that's all she brings to the table. Against an enemy whose weakness is just polearms, there are better merchants to bring. Global buff, 0 out of 5, nothing happened. I'm limited, no, 5 out of 5. Over impression, for a general pull unit, 3.5 out of 5. She's good, but not great now, and is a bit behind. But with that being said, I can see why they decide to hold her back until now. Compared to the units we have now, she would have been a tremendously great unit to have before all those units that were able to cover multiple attack types. And being that she was a general pull unit, meant that we had a chance to pull her off banner. Anyways, to those who are pulling for Cecily this Wednesday, good luck in your pulls, and like always, take care of yourselves, flat out.